God damn. That was like that Gene Tunney, Jack Dempsey long count thing, you know? I mean, you saw me going like this, but you didn't see all the time before that I was like, you know, keeping it in, because that smoke, that's my high, okay? And I pay for it, and I want to get every motherfucking little bit in that I can, all right? That's how I am. And this is for everybody out there that thinks I'm anything but a gallant knight. Seriously, on a quest. If you think that I'm less than in any way, here's some stories from Dan Quinn's past. They could put these in pages in a book or a movie, and you know what? They're true, and they prove that I'm anything, okay, but less than, okay? You know what? I'm fucking a lot better than that. The Richard Duran story, all right? Down at RCCC, the branch. I'm incarcerated, locked up, for those of you that don't know what that is. And there's a potential little race thing going on, because this brother, you know, he sold out, okay? He didn't want to actually man up. You know, he wanted to make it look like it was a racial thing. And in the process, this Norteño comes up, and he says, "Hey, Holmes," he goes, "my name is Grumpy." He goes, "Know this, dog." He goes, "Richard Duran says that you're hella cool. So if anything goes down with the brothers," he goes, "know the Norteño's got your back," right? And what you just heard was him saying that the Norteños, okay, were going to slow their sleek motherfucking metaphorical ride down, and they were going to stop and open the door and let me in, okay, in case the brothers jumped off in a little thing. And the reason for that is because Richard Duran and I had boxed in the same gym, and he knew that I was cool. And Richard also knew that I'm no fucking punk, you know? Like, Richard saw me this one time, okay, fight this left-handed southpaw from South Africa, spar him, and can't remember what his name was, but he was out with Brian Mitchell when Brian Mitchell was going to fight Tony Lopez one time, and we sparred, and I dropped a right hand on him immediately, okay, that rang his bell. And you know what? Since it was sparring, I didn't fucking, you know, I didn't finish it. And you know what? Yeah, he tried to knock me out for the rest of the motherfucking round. And he hit me with a straight left. Didn't faze me. And you know what? So he knew that I wasn't no punk. And if anything was going down, you know what? If it was more than one-on-one, they were in. Now, that's some cool motherfucking shit. And you know what? I wonder what would happen if you were in the same fucking spot. Now, the battle story, all right? I'm down in Miami, Florida, and I am a white heavyweight who supposedly is just about to get ranked number 9 in the country, because I just lost a close 3-2 split decision to Von Bean, who goes on to fight for 2 world titles. And you know what? Funny thing, Ian Eberhardt, Von Bean's coach, Al Mitchell, he recruits me to go to Marquette, Michigan, and he tells me that, you know, kind of ironic that I'm blacker than Bean, okay? Meaning, Von had more boxing skills, but athletically, I had more hand speed, I was faster than him, and I had more power, okay? And you know what? Yeah, so I'm down in Miami, and I get arrested by the Miami police. And you know what? They fucking get their wires crossed, think I'm some asshole, telling cops to fuck off, that he boxes for Coach Pat Burns, because I did. And you know what? They arrest me, and they take me down, and they start to clown me. And I'm telling them, you know what? I do box for Pat, and as a matter of fact, I'll fucking fuck all your punk-ass bitches up, because I had it with fucking Florida. I wanted to leave. I wanted to get. And, you know, so I figured I don't give a fuck about telling these cops to fuck off. And you know what? I'll just pack my shit and I'll fucking go to California. Fuck everybody, I'm gone. And, oh, they weren't having that. You know what they did? The dude told me, he goes, "You open your mouth one more fucking time, I'm going to take you out to a field, plant a bag of dope on you, okay, and then cap you in the back of the head." And I was handcuffed, and I was like, God damn. I said, "You're going to fucking cap me in the back of the head?" I was scared. He said, "Motherfucker, did you just spit on me? Did you just spit on me?" He goes, "Hey, Rodriguez, the suspect spit on me and said he had AIDS." Oh, and they fucked me up. And you know what? They threw me in a cell with 13 black guys. Okay? No shit. And the looks on their faces when that door closed told me that guys that look like me ain't never done really nothing nice, because they literally were making their way toward me. Okay? I mean, I'm not fucking around. And Battle, 91, Miami-Dade County Jail. That white boy that you fucking spared. He said, I guess he had seen me sparring Trevor Burbick in Gibson Park. Yeah, Ian Eberhardt, just like that. And he said, motherfuckers. He goes, this guy's, he's a warrior, okay? He's a knight. He's with me. And he put it to rest. And you know what? I don't know what had happened, but it wouldn't have been nothing good, okay? And I might not look like this. And, yeah, so that's a cool one. And then how about the Home Depot story? Yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm in Home Depot, and I hear, honey, this is the guy I was talking about. This guy I was talking about. And the story that he was recounting was this, okay? A black head houseman of Red Dawn had just verbally accosted some newbies. And you know what? It was kind of over and above and out of line. But you know what? He could get away with it. And then he turned around and did the same thing to a group of guys, and I was included. And I said, are you talking to me like that? And he said, who the fuck do you think I'm talking to like that? And I walked up and I said, well then check this out, bitch. Say it one more fucking time. And know this, I bet you before it fucking escapes your lips that you're knocked out fucking cold on the floor. Okay? And so what's going to be? Fucking step. And he didn't do shit. And I said, that's what I thought. And I walked to my bunk. And I started to read. And he came up and he said, roll your shit up. Like, go to the fishbowl, you're in trouble. And I said, fuck you, man. I'm not doing that. He said, roll it up or I'll go up there for you. And I said, go do that. Okay? And while you're out there, keep this in mind, man. When you get out, I'm going to find you in whatever cardboard box you're in, and I'm going to kill you, okay? And you know what? When he was gone, all the brothers that had heard me say that didn't like that. They started talking a hell of shit, I mean, loud about what they're going to do and what they could do, and I'd had enough of it, man. And so I pulled the cool hand motherfucking Luke, bitches, okay? Would you do this? I stood up, and I walked out into the center of the fucking floor. And I slowly pulled my shirt up until it was near my eyes, and boom, it was past. And then I slowly took it down, and I knew what was going on. And I said this. I said, if any motherfucker in this building has a problem with me, okay, then step the fuck up. And I waited. And no one did. And I said, either step the fuck up, or I'm going to go back to my bunk and start reading, and you better shut the fuck up, okay? Or maybe I said it smoother, the other one at the back end. Anyway, yeah, it was a big deal, man, because Babe Rob came back to my bunk, and he said, you know what, you stay in your bunk, and I'll stay in mine. And it's like, okay, I'll stay in my sandbox. Bye-bye, get the fuck out of here, okay? I told you to be gone, right? I didn't say that, all right? I just kind of laughed. And, you know what? The whole dynamics of how whites conducted themselves, I mean, not trying to get over, but you know what? They could actually hold their head up, okay? And you didn't have to fucking look down, okay? Like they're pussies. And, yeah, it was, not every white boy was like that, but too many, right? You know what I'm saying? And, it's like this, the Home Depot. Yeah, I just told you, okay? How about the 4 pounds and 3 ounces story, okay? Mark Brandon is Mel Gibson in Tequila Sunrise, and he's a friend of mine. And the first dope deal that I ever do is he gives me 4 pounds of cool green bud, from what I hear. I didn't do dope, okay? And then 3 ounces of coke. And yeah, I didn't do dope. I was just trying to make rent money, paying for where I sleep after I get kicked out from fucking Notre Dame, wrongfully, illegally. If $20,000 more spent, I'm probably, what, how many $1 million would that have been worth, okay? They kick you out for an attempted rape that you didn't do, and that you can easily prove it, okay? How much money would be in your pocket if Notre Dame did the right thing, all right? So, yeah, anyways, yeah, 4 pounds of weed and 3 ounces of coke. And some funny stories behind that shit, believe it, okay? And the reason for that is Mark Brandon fucking loves me, okay? Mark Brandon, as a matter of fact, one time dropped the keys to his 6.9 AMG Mercedes in my hand and said, take care of him, I'm going to New York, I'll be back in a little bit. And he was gone for like 2 weeks. And the reason Mark Brandon and I are such good friends is because when Dan Quinn was 16, he is cutting school, ditching, and runs across Mark Brandon, who just got out of the federal penitentiary that day for tax evasion. And they square up, and they get into a little fight, and Dan Quinn faints. And Mark bites, and Mark swings, and Dan Quinn slips it, and tackles Mark to the ground, and rears back, and is about to blast the fuck off. And you know what?
I think I'm going to get suspended from high school and I might get arrested. Fuck that, man. I'm going to get a Slurpee. You know what? And I look at him and I say, you know what, motherfucker? Are we clear what happened here? Are we clear? And he goes, uh-huh. And I said, then bounce. And you know what? Mark gave a white baby Bengal tiger to the owner of Agua Caliente racetrack, and I once held that animal in my arms as a baby. No shit. So if there's a white baby Bengal tiger, you know what? It's because Mark Brandon gave it to him, and I once held it when I was a baby. And the only reason that happened is because when I was 16, I had the audacity, the clear-headedness to realize that if I throw punches, I'm going to get in trouble. And so I actually departed. Oh, my God. Can you imagine the gratitude that Mark felt? You know what? I could tell stories that would burn your ears.